Hi, my name is Jessica Hadley, and I am here to answer some questions for my Foundations in Literacy and Language class through GCU. So I'm just going to jump right in. It says, how do you see your role within the school, the leadership team, and among the staff? I think that my role as literacy specialist is becoming kind of the bridge between the admin and the gen ed teachers, giving them both the support that they need in order to understand and to, the admin won't be implementing the reading strategies, but the gen ed will, but the admin needs to know how to support the teachers in those strategies. It says, what historical literacy changes have affected the role of reading and literacy specialist? So a million years ago when I was in elementary school, we just had phonics, and hooked on phonics worked for us. But the kids nowadays are just built differently. And so we went from phonics to whole language to a balanced literacy with Fontes and Pinnell. And then now we're more the science of reading, which is where I've gotten the majority of my training with letters and Orton Gillingham. So I think that because the kids are so screen driven at this point in time, that their hunger to read, that their time to read is spent doing other things, which it is what it is at this point in time. But I think that we need to give them the tools to enjoy reading again. It says, how will you apply your theoretical and evidence-based foundational knowledge in your role as literacy specialist? So I'm going to make sure that when I am a reading specialist that I am using scaffolding and evidence-based practices. All of the data shows that those are the best ways to guide the teachers. I'm sure that my principal will have me doing workshops and modeling, also just showing the teachers how to include this in their lesson planning so that it creates a more rounded lesson instead of just kind of like hammering the literacy home. So it says, how will you support the literacy vision of your school and district? So I teach in a Title I school, and COVID killed our kids. So my goal as literacy specialist is to give the kids what they need to succeed in life. And they aren't getting that at home. Let's be honest, a lot of parents struggle reading themselves. But if we give the teachers what they need to implement those different techniques in the classroom, then if we have nights where we have a parents' night or several parents' night throughout the school year where we're giving them the tools to help their students, they're not only helping their students, they're helping themselves, and it'll be a healthy bridge between the parents and the students, as well as what's going on at the school and home life. It says, how will you collaborate with teachers so to securely, equitably, and effectively utilize data to support student learning? I think that the key in that really is that we've learned how to assess students, but how do we take that information that's in the assessment and to best benefit the students with what we're learning in it? I think that there's kind of a gap in that in a lot of instances, and then also to provide the information for the admin to know how to support the teachers to implement the changes, if that makes sense. How will you, as the reading literacy specialist, make ethical decisions to promote the common good for students, families, and colleagues? I think that compassion and empathy, integrity, I think all of those are Christian standards. And so they're also just it's just what's right. Then we need to make sure that we are respecting the student's privacy and the family's privacy, making sure that we aren't pinpointing these kids in any in any way so that they feel targeted or anything like that. I think maintaining transparency with the families and with the students themselves shows a respect that will hopefully then be returned in the classroom and with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening.